You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, have you guys heard about the latest hoax pushed by the left when it comes to Donald Trump? The other day, I was actually sitting down, and then I saw that Bloodbath was trending on social media. And I wanted to find out what exactly was going on. Now, the first thing I actually saw was on Trump in Ohio, and he was actually talking about the communist Chinese producing, I believe it was electric cars in Mexico. And you know that Joe Biden is all about that. That's because he's Beijing Biden, of course. And then Trump used the word bloodbath when talking about the auto industry if he doesn't actually get back in office. Now, MSNBC, also known as MSNBS, they ran with that and said that Trump was talking about political violence. If you guys watch the clip, and we're going to watch it here, he was not talking about any type of political violence. That was pretty clear. The man was strictly talking about the auto industry. Now, the mainstream media, they're getting destroyed on this thing. They are. But you got a bunch of leftists out there that are still going out there pushing the lie. You know, it's just like the whole Russia collusion hoax. Yeah, it was all a lie. They know it, I know it, and you know it. But they're losing so badly right now to Donald Trump. They need to make up stuff. Because think about this, guys. What are they actually going to run on with Joe Biden? What has he done that's actually working? What has he done that the American people actually approve of? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Biden is getting wiped out right now in the polls in pretty much every single swing state. All of them. Now, all the people on the left and in the leftist media, they've all fallen in line with the lie. One person that has not fallen in line is one Stephen Anthony Smith of ESPN, also known as Stephen A. Smith. He has actually come to the defense of Donald Trump, calling out the media for their lies, because this is a lie. So let's talk about it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday. Just starts at $5 per month. We appreciate the support. So here we go. Check this out on Awful Announcing. Stephen A. Smith criticizes media coverage of Donald Trump's bloodbath comment. Now, the leftist media also has used the term bloodbath. They receive no criticism. None. But when Donald Trump does it, oh, it's bad now. You know, it's kind of funny, man. Just like when the Wuhan virus came onto the scene, the mainstream media was actually calling it the Chinese virus, the Chinese flu, or whatever it was. But Trump comes out and says it's the China virus. All of a sudden now, that's a problem. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyway, it says here, Stephen A. Smith isn't sticking to sports. Taking ads on Sunday, the First Take host was critical of the media's coverage of recent comments made by former President Donald Trump. Speaking at a political rally in Ohio over the weekend, Trump made the following comment while discussing the state of the auto industry. Now, I'm not going to read that because we're actually going to watch the clip here. But right here, this is what Stephen A. Smith put out here over here on X. And it looks like he was actually doing a repost from Elon Musk, who's also calling out the media for their lies about the whole bloodbath comment. This is what Stephen A. says. Based purely on this video, if it is accurate, then that would be true. It seems Donald Trump's words were taken out of context. Reading the headlines, I read, fair is fair. And Clay Travis right here of Outkit says, this is how red pilling starts. Stephen A. Now watch this on Charlottesville too. Totally made up by the media. Yeah, the whole Charlottesville thing, That was another hoax. The good people on both sides things, they completely took that out of context because Donald Trump, when he was actually talking about good people on both sides, he said, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis, the Klan or whatever, they should be totally condemned. He said that. Wow. The left's boy, Beijing Biden, was actually at a Klan member's funeral giving a eulogy. Anyway, I digress. So right here, let's click on this here. Elon Musk says legacy media lies. And here's the clip. Let's watch the full context of what Donald Trump was saying.
Mexico has taken over a period of 30 years, 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in our country. Think of it. Went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole, that's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars. They're building massive factories. A friend of mine.
Yeah, so you see that right there. Bloodbath. In the economic sense is, an economic disaster. Because what Trump is saying is if Biden remains in office, then it's going to be an economic bloodbath. And I'm pretty sure we've been experiencing, economic bloodbaths under Beijing Biden. I mean, our economy, man, not good. Not good, no matter what Joe Biden actually says. Now, Stephen A. seems to have had an awakening as of late. Will he actually vote for Trump? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. But he's definitely been calling out Democrats a whole lot lately. Now, you guys remember the whole thing with the Don't Say Gay bill? Remember the left was making a lie about that? And they had all these ESPN personalities doing, I believe it was NCAA basketball games, stuff like that, talking about standing in solidarity. Stephen A. wasn't one of them. He wasn't one of them. I mean, ESPN, Walt Disney, they were outraged at the state of Florida because they wanted kids to be sexualized. I always consider, Stephen A. as more of a moderate, but slowly but surely, Stephen A. seems to be getting a little bit red-pilled. I think in his head, he probably knows that he should lead the Democrats, but does he actually have the power to actually do that? Or is he just going to be one of these secret Trump voters? Because Stephen A. has made it clear. He is not happy with Joe Biden. He's made that abundantly clear. Now, being over to ESPN, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to come out vocally and say, hey, I'm a Trump supporter. Now, we know ESPN has definitely had Trump supporters on there, but I guess you could say that, they kind of kept it kind of quiet, But, man, interesting, though, that Stephen A. actually comes out and defends Donald Trump. This ain't the first time he's actually done this. I mean, he believes that Donald Trump is not racist. He said that. He has said that before in the past. But he's not getting down with this whole entire hoax pushed by the left. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.